This video is going to show you how to install and use FlipGrid to record your recordings for class. And you should be using the video for the class recordings as well as the sound. So, all right, the first thing I need to point out is it's very similar between phone and doing it on your computer. Now on a phone, this would be for Android phones as well as Apple phones, iPhones, you need to install the FlipGrid app. For a computer, you would just go to FlipGrid. You wouldn't need to install any app. Okay, so this first page is where I'd be installing the app onto my Android phone. You'd go there. It'll look a little different on Apple, and again, on a computer, you don't need this page at all. You just go to flipgrid.com and you would be all good to go. Okay, now let's go over to FlipGrid and we'll show a little bit more once we get into the program. Okay, now we are into FlipGrid, and it'll show up pretty much the same whether you're on a phone or a computer. You're going to see a screen that looks a lot like this. Okay, now it won't have the recents the first time you get in, but it'll have these upper parts here. So what you're going to do is enter the join code, or if you had a link, if I sent you a link that took you straight to this page, then it just brought you here, and it might skip the join code stage and go to here. But there's a little bit of mix depending on if you're entering a join code or if you're following a link that takes you straight into the class. But if you need to enter a join code, you'll enter the join code, and the teacher, I'll give that to you. If you don't have it, feel free to ask and click go. I don't use the QR codes. It just was too complicated getting those out to people. And then once you're in the class, you will need to enter your student username. Now, those are already entered into the class. I put those in. So I should have told you what that is. If I didn't, or if you just don't have it or you're confused, feel free to ask. That is no problem. I can send it to you again. I do recommend clicking Remember Me. That way you won't have to be logging in each time. It'll remember you. But that's up to you. If you want to log in each time, you can do that too. But then click Go. And when you click go, it will bring you to this page. Actually, no, it'll bring you to this page. But I do want to make a note about those recents down there. If you've entered a class before, and if you had it remember you, they will show up down here under recents. And then instead of entering a join code, you can just click on your class. And that's a quick way to get into your class and see the new assignments you need to turn in. So once you're into the class, you've entered the join code, you've entered your username, all of that, you are into the class now. And so this is like an L2L for goals. Okay, so you're in the class, and sometimes, like when you start at the beginning of the semester, there's only one topic for you to share on. And so it'll be there and you'll share on that topic. It's usually a self-introduction of some sort. And so you'll do that. Now, once we have more and more topics as we go throughout the semester, you'll see under the entry part here with the title for your class, you'll see where it says view 2 topics, view 5 topics, whatever it may be. And you will click on that. If it doesn't, it probably will open to the topic you need, because it usually opens to the most recent topic, which if you're doing everything as they come out, it'll probably be the one you need. But if you need to go back and do an older one, you'd click on view 2 topics or view however many topics, and the other ones will drop down. So here's where, notice I'm in the L2L one, and when I clicked on view 2 topics, the other topic went here. And if I would click on that, it would take me to that topic. Okay, so then you'll read the description for the topic you're in, and once you pick the right one, and when you're ready to record, you're in the right topic, you know what you're supposed to do, you're going to hit the red button, the record button. Okay, and so when you hit that, it will bring you to a page that looks like this. Now, you'll notice here that at the bottom of the screen, there's that big red button. Okay, and that when you hit that button, it is going to record a video. And you'll notice that the green check mark box is grayed out. You can't do anything with it. And this is where FlipGrid's a little confusing. The screens all look very similar to each other, but sometimes you can click a button and sometimes you can't. And the reason that's grayed out is that saying you haven't recorded a video yet. There's nothing to check and say it's okay. So you're gonna get ready, look at the camera, or set the camera off to the side if you want, whatever it is. You're gonna click that red button, hold it in, and record your video. Now you can adjust the settings so you hit the red button and you record, and you don't have to hold the red button in, but by default, on at least most phones, if you click it, you have to hold in the red button. It will record your video. All right. After you have recorded the video, then you will click that on the right there. You will click the green check mark box to say, I already recorded my video. The video is done. Okay. So you click the green check mark box, and when you click that, you'll get to this page, which is sort of a review page. And this is where you can watch your video. All right. And if you're like, oh my goodness, that's horrible, you can hit delete. If you're like, okay, it's good enough, let's get this assignment done, then you can click the green button again, and that's saying, okay, this video is good, let's go on. So click that green button in the bottom right hand corner, and now it's going to have you take a selfie. Some things, when you record a video, if it needs a picture, it just pulls a random picture from the video. You end up with a picture that looks like some weird face or something. And so here you're going to look at the camera, smile, and you'll notice it looks like a camera now instead of a video camera. And you'll smile at the camera. And you don't have to smile. You can frown at the camera, whatever you want. But you'll just look at the camera and hit the camera button, and then it takes your picture. And then you'll see where it has a picture, and you're going to say, okay, that picture's okay. Again, you'll hit the green check mark in the lower right-hand corner. And when that is done, it's going to take you to where you submit your photo. So on this one, you really don't need to do much. Your name will already be entered there. You don't need to change it. It's fine. And where it asks for, I actually forget what it asks for there. Let's see, the title. You don't need to enter a title. I don't honestly know why that's even there, but you don't need to enter a title. And all you really need to do here, you've already recorded the video, you've already taken the selfie, is just hit submit. Okay. And after you hit submit, you'll see a screen that says success. And that means that you're done. It recorded it, it submitted it. So sometimes people get to where it says like submit video and like, oh, I'm done or whatever. You need to get to where it says success, you did it. And then you'll see return to topic if you want to go back. Some of the videos will be available for you to see your classmates. Some you can't see anybody. It looks like you haven't even recorded. You're like, I recorded, where's my video? It said success. I usually, like you can see here, it says the topic is moderated. That means after you submit them, no one can see them but me. Unfortunately, you can't even see your own video. So if you want to see a video, because sometimes I don't ever make them public, they're just for you and me. You send it to me, I look at it, things like that. But if there's a video you wanted to look at after the fact, let me know. And for many of those, I can send you a private link so that you can see it and no one else can. So a lot of our videos will be moderated. Well, I need to look at them and either approve them for your classmates to see them or just keep them private. So that's there, and you are done. So that is how to record, to get in, install, get into your class, and make your recordings on FlipGrid. I hope it's helpful. If there's any questions, feel free to ask.